is SportsCenter.
Hello, Canada!
Hey, it's SportsCenter with Dav Host here. We've got quite the show for you.
You bet isolation can't stop us from celebrating the top moments of the year.
That's right, Dav. We've got all our insiders out in the field today, getting you all the top stories.
And this year was an incredible year for sports.
Oh yeah, was it ever? You got volleyball, you got cross country,
Basketball,
right?
Clubs.
I know.
Obviously, the shock of losing badminton and track this season was a big blow.
Yeah. Oh boy, was it ever. And we get more on that as insider Brad Dersch says that management, they've started discussions on planning the 2021 season. Things are looking good for both sports to have bounce back years.
Brad Dersch, the Brad, the Dirty Dersch, Mr. Dersch himself. That's great news coming out of LSAA office. Seems like all parties are working hard to have things in place for the city championship next spring.
Oh, it has. Yeah. Speaking of spring, boy, did these kids have some spring in their step in September. The Wilson Wolverines cross country team made news with their first ever 1-2 finish in a race. That's right. Pee Wee boys Levi Galma, Lamik Abraham, 1-2 respectively. Galma there blew the competition by 2 minutes ahead of the next competitor.
The kid is unbelievable.
Real quick.
Don't forget the Wilson team also finished second in the aggregate for the midget boys, bantam girls, and Pee Wee boys categories too. Quite the year.
You bet. Quite the accomplishment there. Let's head over to ourselves. We've got an insider report from you and I.
Bill? Yeah, I guess so. Excuse me, I was totally unprepared for this. Hold the phone. Cross-country speech coming at you.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, I love
what a
our crew.
treat.
I love our crew.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Unbelievable.
Time for the walkover. And we're so excited to be bringing you our cross-country results from this year. Excuse me 1 second, I just gotta swallow this. That's so good.
What a
So
phenomenal year. Awesome group of kids, wasn't it?
Right? Oh,
Let's quickly run through the list of athletes that we had represent Wilson.
yeah, our top
and then
finishers.
maybe we'll announce our ambassador awards and we'll get moving.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it briefly, but you go back to that group of grade 6 boys, Galma, Abraham, the 1-2 finish boy, and then Liam Adzerbal coming out of nowhere, 16th in the city. So,
unbelievable.
Yeah, great job.
They did an awesome job. So we're quickly going to run through by grade level. We'll start with the boys, then go through the girl athletes who represented Wilson this year at cross country. So for the grade 6 boys, we had Liban Galma, Lamik Abraham, and Liam Adzerbal.
Yeah, you bet. And top 3 finishers from the girls, Zoe Forsyth, great race, Sophia Chistakova, Allison McDonald.
For the grade 7 boys, we had Hayden Forsyth, Hashim Al-Hazan, and Zane Hodgson.
Right, over on the other side, Phoenix Reimer leading the way, Jada Hosgood, Aislinn Farn, 3rd place in Wilson.
And then for our grade 8 boys, we had Muhammad Idris, Olivier Kay, and Dalit Abraham.
You bet. On the other side of things, Brittany Stimson continuing her dominance in athletics. She's a top girl finisher. Aluel Dang coming out of nowhere, and Casey Perez rounding off the top 3 Wilson finishers.
Really great.
Yeah. But I mean, turn the page, and the important thing that we're doing here, not to take away from the races, but the Ambassador Award. This is what it's all about. Lots of people really strive to get this award. It talks about character. It talks about representing Wilson Wolverines and what it is to embody sportsmanship. And this year we're pretty spoiled. We saw some special talent.
Yeah, so this year's winner of the Wolverine Ambassador Awards are a pair of young athletes who demonstrated leadership and perseverance on a regular basis. And so these 2 individuals proudly represented Wilson at this year's cross country, and we're really pleased to recognize both Hayden Forsyth and Phoenix Reimer as our ambassadors for cross country this year. Awesome job, you guys. You guys did us really proud, both with your performance and with your work ethic during cross country. So really awesome job.
Yeah, great stuff there. As always, Dav, pleasure to have a coffee and a donut with you.
What a great day.
Let's head back to ourselves and see what else is going on.
Send it back to those 2 handsome devils at the desk, eh?
Betcha. We'll see you next time.
What a feel-good story that was. Gotta love a good old foot race between 2 kids. Hey, little known fact, those 2 coaches voted as most handsome in the entire LSAA.
No way.
Incredible.
Yeah.
After the break, we got your basketball and action from other hard plays.
And don't forget your knee pads. Hello everyone, it's Hall again from Hall and Dav. Just want to connect with you during these trying times and share with you a great news piece coming out of Ontario today. Great Value has restocked disinfectant wipes. Get yours today, half off. Take care, Canada.
And we're back.
I swear, commercials these days are just shorter and shorter.
Kind of like your attention span.
Oh, I was gonna say a little bit more like those volleyball coaches' templars this year.
Ooh, ouch. But hey, tough love gets results. What a year of growth for the Wolverine volleyball program this year. Let's check in with our panel of experts and see where things are headed going into the summer training camps.
The junior boys volleyball team was very competitive during the 2019 season. Although the group featured a large number of first-year players, it did not take our team long to develop game confidence. As a result of the dedication and commitment to practice, all of the athletes quickly demonstrated significant growth in their skills and knowledge of the game, and consistently displayed sportsmanship and excellent work habits. We truly enjoyed being around a group of such determined and enthusiastic players who work hard but also enjoy themselves. It was awesome to see them support one another and truly embrace the team concept. We are so impressed with what a great group of boys they were and wish all of these athletes the best in their future volleyball endeavors. I'll pass it on to Mr. Duet.
Thanks, Coach E.T. We're very excited to announce the recipient of the Most Improved Award. This young man arrived at IB camp with very little volleyball experience, but the coaching staff immediately noticed his natural athleticism and potential. Throughout the season, he consistently demonstrated the qualities we hope for in our athletes at Wilson. He was extremely coachable, a natural leader, and his determination and work ethic were second to none. The future is very bright for this young athlete. The Most Improved Award for junior boys volleyball was to number 4, Brady Johnson. Now over to Coach Correa.
Thank you, Coach Duick. The Wilson Ambassador Award goes to an athlete who not only demonstrates exceptional ability on the court, but exceptional character off the court as well. We couldn't think of a more deserving athlete for this award than number 7, Tate Hansen. And that's a wrap on the junior boys volleyball season. Congratulations once again to our award recipients and to all the players for a fantastic season. Now back to Hall and Dav at the sports desk.
Crushed that.
You know what? I think we killed all of us. You know, great idea, Reggie. Good job, boys.
All right, boys. Here we go.
TSN, here we come.
Hi, I'm Drew Anuchuk, and I coached the JV girls volleyball team this year with Melanie Wazelenko. It was my second year coaching this team, and I would say we had a great time. We went to 3 jamborees, and where we learned how tough competition can be. We gained a lot of great volleyball skills, but more importantly, this group became great friends. I was so happy to see them come together as a team and hear that they were hanging out all the time. I knew that when we went to away games and jamborees, I could count on this group to be wonderful ambassadors for our school. Nerves sometimes got the better of us, and we would often call timeouts so just we could tell some jokes, right? So how do you catch a unique bunny? Unique up on it. How do you catch a tame bunny? Tame way, unique up on it. It was always fun to come to practice. Thanks, ladies. It is hard to pick just 2 people from a group like this, but we had to. And Mrs. Wazelenko and I chose for our most improved player, Jada Hosgood. Jada is an extremely coachable and capable athlete. You don't have to show Jada how to do something many times before she is a pro. She came to our team with little volleyball experience and grew into one of our best players. It was a pleasure to coach Jada. Congratulations! Our Wilson ambassador now is Jeanette Clopin. I know this isn't the team that Jeanette wanted to be on this year, but I'm so glad she took on this challenge. Jeanette cares deeply about her friends and teammates. She helped others in practice and exemplified Wilson toughness. I'll never forget when Jeanette dove into our bench for a ball this season. It was awesome. Keep playing volleyball, Jeanette, and congratulations. And congratulations to all the other athletes. Thanks.
Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us. We're really sorry that we weren't able to do this in person. I know that it's a super enjoyable evening and a fun event to have everybody in the same space together, but unfortunately that's not our reality these days. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this virtual option. First of all, I just want to say a quick thank you to Mr. Clifton, who stepped in for Mr. Dersh while he was away during our volleyball season. He did a phenomenal job, and there's so much work that goes in behind the scenes, and we just really appreciate everything that he was able to do. And he was able to do kind of learning on the fly in some cases too. So that was really, really awesome. And obviously thank you to Mr. Dersh for helping him out and when he needed it. I'm just going to quickly recap the season, and then Mrs. Berube is going to hand out our individual awards. So our season recap, we're going to measure success a few different ways, and we truly felt like this is a super, super successful season. Even though we didn't make it too far into the playoffs, we still found some really positive successes. Some of those successes that we found throughout the season were measured in a few different ways. So we measured our success this year by the growth that we saw in all of our players from the time we started in early September to the time we finished in mid-November. The amount of growth that we saw both with their skills, with their understanding of the game was just incredible to see, and it was really rewarding for us as coaches. We also measure our success in how close of a team that we were able to come together towards the end of the year. We had so many awesome personalities and great leaders on our team in a lot of different ways, and that really made for a really positive environment for our team to thrive. So that was really another huge success for our season. And then finally, another massive success. And Mrs. Berube and I have been coaching for a few years now, and we've seen a few different teams. This one really stood out to us. One, with how close all the players were together, but also, how tight-knit our parents were with our group as well. And so I truly hope that every player has had the opportunity to thank your parents for everything that they were able to do for our team this year, because it was truly amazing. Everything from offering rides when students needed them, to supporting us at the games. We always had a really good showing of all of our parents in attendance. And then we even had some parents host some team building events, and obviously all the help that was provided for the Wolverine Classic. So our parents were really amazing this year. Our players were just mirror images of that. They were super amazing this year, and we're really thankful for everything that you guys gave to us as players. So with that, I'm just going to pass things off to Mrs. Berube, who's going to walk you guys through our award winners, and congratulations to everybody who is taking home some hardware.
All right. So we're going to start off with our most improved player this season. This player came into the season with the willingness to learn a new sport and practice his skills. He never complained about the hard work and constructive feedback. He gave it his all at every practice and game. Although hard on himself, he never quit and did his best to keep a positive attitude. So we'd like to congratulate Olivier for receiving the most improved player this season. Well done.
Good job, buddy.
All right, we'll move on to our ambassador for this season. And we're actually going to be giving the ambassador to two players on our team who have demonstrated everything that an ambassador should. They are respectful, hardworking, helpful, great teammates, and all-around wonderful young men. Over the course of the season, we attended many tournaments and they represented our school so well. If we were down, we could always count on them to bring the team attitude back up. Both of these boys show leadership and respect in every aspect, and they have a bright future ahead of them. So congratulations, Nathan Hawkins and Jackson Johnson.
Good job, fellas.
And lastly, our most valuable player this season goes to an individual who is a consistent player for us all year. Whether it be a solid first pass in the back row, digging up attacks, being a strong force from the power position, or stepping in as setter, he was consistent. Not only did he bring his skill, but he also brought his knowledge of the game and was consistently helping out his teammates on and off the court. Apart from consistency and skill, he was able to keep his composure in close games and play level-headed. So congratulations, Nathan Hawkins.
Awesome job, you guys. Congrats everybody on all the hardware that you guys are taking home, and we'll see you guys around.
Moving on to this year's senior girls volleyball. The senior girls volleyball had a great season. We had a group of 11 dedicated and hardworking athletes who were always eager to learn. We had a great group of girls and they were always ready to learn new skills, new positions, and new rotations.
Dance moves as well.
And new dance moves.
Every day.
We competed in several tournaments throughout the season, and this is where we were able to see a lot of improvement in the girls. Although we may not have had the turnout we wished for in some of the games, we were always the group with the most team spirit.
Should we show 'em?
Yep, let's do it.
WMS,
Let's go!
Nailed
Look at
it.
me go! I could use some improvement on that. Our girls had a new team cheer every game, and we were often complimented by spectators and other coaches on how good our team spirit was. All but one of our players will be moving on to a different school next year, and we will truly miss them. Mrs. Keith and I would like to wish you girls all the best moving forward and good luck in high school. While all of our athletes improved immensely throughout the course of the season, there are 4 girls especially that we would like to further recognize. Our award winners for our senior girls volleyball season are the following. Starting with our Wilson Ambassador for 2020 senior girls volleyball school year, we would like to recognize, drum roll please, Chanel Mann.
Oh, thanks, Miss Tonin.
Congratulations, Chanel. Well deserved. And moving on to our most improved for our senior girls volleyball. Drum roll, please. Caitlin Robinson.
Oh,
Congratulations,
thanks, Miss
Caitlin.
Tonin.
Very well deserved. And last but definitely not least, we would like to recognize not one, but 2 girls who we felt were very deservable of the MVP. So drum roll, starting with Brittany Simpson and Avery McDonald.
Yay!
Woo! Congratulations, Brittany.
Thanks, Avery.
And that concluding our senior girls volleyball. Back to you, Cody and Austin.
That last thing. Yeah. Anyways, good stuff right there. Yeah. Interesting developments with triple ball still going on over the next couple weeks. Yeah, I hear that the decisions are being made. The league is looking forward to having some concrete solutions put in place for next seasons.
Yes, uncertain times.
Yeah. You know what is certain?
Taxes.
Yeah, that too. No, I was thinking more about the WMS basketball program.
Yes, the breaking news from the Camp boys coach Donnie Lawrence reported that he has signed and inked a long-term contingent contract extension that will commit him into the next 5 years, and he is committed to bringing a banner to hang up in the wall in the den.
Big promises, that's right, Dav. Good news for the Wolverines, great news in fact, to get this guy locked in for the next few years, bolstering an already impressive coaching staff. Wow.
No kidding? Let's check in with them actually. I think that we have them live. Cameraman Carl, do we have basketball coaches?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go basketball.
Mrs. Heth here bringing you the JV Girls Awards and recap. The junior girls basketball team this year will be remembered for their great attitudes, their fun-loving spirits, and their resilience. The season started and finished on high notes and ended on high notes as well. The first game of the year was a strong win against Coaldale, and the season wrapped up with a strong finish in Pincher Creek. Lots of fun was had along the way. You could often catch the girls hanging out, singing, or just plain being goofy. Take a look at this example.
That's all you gotta do.
The girls also showed great resilience, with Mrs. Etche going on maternity leave. Mr. Clifton and Mrs. Heth tried to fill in as much as possible, and Mrs. Archibald helped wrap up the season. Again, in spite of lots of transition, the girls kept their chins up and worked hard. This year we have 2 awards going to JV girls. The first one is the Wilson Ambassador Award. This goes to Kiana Setaguchi. Kiana showed great skill, worked hard, listened well, and was a great team player. But most importantly, she had a good attitude in all that she did. Our second award goes to Cyan Wallner. She's awarded being the most improved player. Cyan came with an attitude to learn and grow, and that is what she did. She started out being slightly timid, By the end of the season, there's no holding her back. Her defensive skills were amazing, and she was right in there, ready to get the ball. Well done, girls. You had a great season. You had enormous patience with all these different coaches and a great attitude.
Hi, this is Coach Archibald, and I'm bringing you the JV boys basketball season recap. So JV basketball is kind of a unique blend at the beginning of the season where we bring together players who were on the team previously with those who had been dedicated on working on some skills and others who've had no previous experience. We saw some success early on with an exciting win over GS Lakey, but I knew that we still had some tough battles to come. Those first games can be tough and frustrating as there just really is no replacement for game experience. But wow, the improvements that these boys made throughout the year. It was amazing to watch their effort pay off and to get to cheer them on and see that smile when in that moment something just clicks, whether they make their first basket, they block a shot, or they run through a play successfully and realize it. These boys were very dedicated to not only developing their personal skills, but determined to play as a team as well, and to understand where they needed to be on the floor to benefit their teammates. Their season consisted of 3 regular season games, 2 evenings on 3-on-3, which was new this year, and then 2 tournaments. Every single game I was able to witness leaps by each and every one of the players. During their final tournament in Pincher Creek, we recorded 1 win and 1 really close loss, which ended up putting us in the 3rd place game. This was a tough fought battle, and I do mean battle. It was not just single, but double overtime, and the Wilson boys came out victorious. The sportsmanship, confidence, and team camaraderie demonstrated during this game, and the season in general, was inspiring. They represented Wilson and themselves with great character, and I am so proud of each and every one of them. This season, my Wilson Ambassador Award goes to a player who truly follows the Wilson way through and through. He is respectful, while holding high expectations of himself and his teammates on and off the court. He showed up, worked hard, and knew when to step up or when to help somebody else shine. He's a dedicated student athlete who has been a pleasure to coach over the last 2 seasons. I am pleased to present the award of JV Boys Wilson Ambassador to Liam Bariza. The second of the awards is for Most Improved. Now, this is sometimes a very difficult award to determine as there are so many aspects that go into what makes a good and well-rounded player. This year, I'm awarding this to 2 players, and 2 specifically of my grade 6 players, because while they were very different in skill sets, they both tremendously gained in what I think is the most important at this level, and that would be their confidence and their understanding of the game. The first goes to Gweet, who really took it upon himself to understand his role, ask questions, and focus himself on what he needed to do to help his team, earning himself some big rebounds and buckets when we really needed somebody to step up. The second Most Improved Player Award is going to Porter Forsyth. He showed amazing improvements from game to game. He worked tirelessly in practice, soaking up any direction from coaches. He is a true example of how individual effort put into those muscle memory drills during practice can translate to in-game success. Great job, boys. This is Coach Archibald sending a huge thank you to the players and parents of the JV Boys Basketball who made it a great and successful season.
And now on to this year's Senior Girls Basketball team. The Senior Girls Basketball team had a great season. We had a group of 12 very dedicated and hardworking players who showed up to every practice ready to do layups and take free throw shots. The girls showed huge growth this year. We didn't exactly have a basketball height on our sides, but the girls battled together in many other ways, learning the ins and outs of basketball. We finished the league season with a 3-7 record, which included some very, very close losses. Tournaments were where the girls really shined this year, taking home at least 1 win in every tournament, including a 3rd place victory at the R.A. Baker tournament. Although no one can argue that the highlight of our season came at the very end and was winning the Hunting Hills girls basketball tournament in a thrilling, sudden death, high blood pressure, OT gold medal game. Many of our players are grade 8s who will be moving on next year, and Miss Tonin and I would like to wish you all the best in your future basketball careers, and we can't wait to see what you guys do next. While we wish we could recognize all of our players, there was 3 individuals who stood out to us this season. So on to our 2020 Senior Girls Basketball's award winners. Our Wilson ambassador for this season, drumroll please, is Noor Selmy. Congratulations, Noor.
Thanks, Mrs. Keith.
Our most improved for this season, drumroll please, Caitlin Robinson.
Woo!
Congratulations, Caitlin.
Thank you, Mrs. Keith.
And lastly, but not least, our most valuable player MVP for this basketball season is, drumroll, Brittany Stimson.
Woo!
Nice job, Brittany.
Thank you, Mrs. Keith.
First and foremost, I want to thank all the parents and families that supported us this year. And if I may speak on the behalf of Wilson Middle School, we greatly appreciate everything that you've done for us. So back to my players. Again, this year was an amazing year. Obviously, we didn't get an opportunity to play in our district championship game, but we did get an opportunity to leave Lethbridge and to compete against some other players and other teams within Southern Alberta. We went up to the Red Deer tournament, not expecting much, just to compete and just to push ourselves and just challenge ourselves as basketball players and try to get better every single game. It was during that tournament that I noticed that we have grown so much as a program and as young men. The odds are stacked against us during that game. They asked us to take off our press. They asked if we can stop trapping. The coach on the other team was very, very, very adamant about us getting calls. In those pivotal moments, my players didn't quit. They didn't give up. If anything, they embraced that opportunity to show everyone in that gym what they're really made of. And I was very proud of that. We were undefeated in that tournament, and it's all due to their hard work and their dedication and never ever quivering under pressure. So I want to say thank you to those players and thank you for an opportunity to coach you guys. With that said, I want to give out the awards for the 2019-2020 basketball season. The most valuable player goes to Hayden. The ambassador award goes to Olivier. And most improved players go to Maddox and CJ. Again, thank you for a wonderful season. Now I'll be sending it back over to the main sports desk.
Boy, what a way to wrap up a season. Road trip and a tournament sweep. Well done, Wolverines. Well done.
Oh, wait, I think we actually gotta go right now. We're getting a live stream from Shea Theodore and Braden McNabb of the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Right on, awesome. Kaysen, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm hearing you guys here. I've got McNabb and Theodore on the line. We all just finished up some lunch, thinking of having a quick game of NHL.
Ah, yes, nice.
Yeah, and in fact, I just laid a massive beatdown on Mr. Hall yesterday.
Easy now.
8-2, come on!
Hey guys, can we save your ego? I don't have them for long.
All right, take it away, Chooch.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our virtual athletic awards night. Given the new unprecedented times in our online delivery of our program, we are trying to make the most of our situation, and I believe our 2 guest speakers today do just that to help us accomplish our goal. We are extremely fortunate this evening to be joined by a couple of old teammates of mine and current Las Vegas Golden Knights players, Braden McNabb and Shea Theodore. I'll start by giving a brief introduction of these 2 high-caliber athletes, and then we'll move into a panel-style interview talking about athletics, successes, and attributes that make up great athletes. We'll finish off with some fun rapid-fire questions. First, I'll introduce Braden. Braden hails from Saskatchewan and played his junior career for the Kootenay Ice in the WHL. He was the captain of this team and led them to an Ed Chenel's championship in 2010 and 2011 and a Memorial Cup appearance. From there, Braden embarked on his professional career, spending time with the Buffalo Sabres, LA Kings, and now the Las Vegas Golden Knights. He has accumulated nearly 100 points and 323 penalty minutes while participating in 400 NHL games. Braden has also represented Canada in the international level at many of different tournaments and will look to compete for a spot on the next Olympic team should NHL players be granted participation rights. Braden has cemented himself as a premier NHL defenseman in which oppositions fear his thunderous hits, tough defensive play, and competitive edge. Braden's teammates appreciate his hard work, skillful plays, and willingness to contribute in all facets of the game. So welcome, Braden. Next, I'll introduce Shay Theodore. Shay grew up in Aldergrove, BC, and played junior hockey for the Seattle Thunderbirds in the WHL, becoming the face of the franchise right from the time he was 16 years old. Shay also represented Canada at numerous levels, including the 2015 World Junior Championships, in which Canada won the gold medal. He then made the jump into the NHL, spending time with the Anaheim Ducks before moving on to the Vegas Golden Knights. Shay has already racked up 265 NHL games in his short 5-year start to his career, compiling a total of 130 points. He has undoubtedly established himself as one of the most skillful offensive defensemen in the league, and Shay's agility to move himself and the puck in the game has created a buzz around the NHL talking or admiring all of his skill sets. So a huge welcome and immense amount of gratitude to both Braden and Shay for joining us. So first off, again, thanks for joining us, and we are trying to bring something new and special to our virtual awards night. It's a true honor and pleasure to have a chance to sit down with you guys again and discuss athletics and what helped you guys become so successful in all of your endeavors. So we'll start by just going over some kind of athletic-based questions and some messages that we can share with our parents, staff, and athletes at our school. So first question says, we know that no athlete will make it solely on their own. Could one of you please tell us what were your inspirations as younger players, and who would you credit some of your successes to in becoming a professional athlete?
I think I'll go first. I grew up watching the Vancouver Canucks, and I think my favorite player was Marcus Naslund growing up. He was really good at the time, and it was fun to watch. And I think a big success to my dad. He was there every day, drove me to practice and all these tournaments, and I definitely wouldn't be here without him.
Sure, that Vancouver team was a powerhouse team, actually, with Naslund, Bertuzzi, and Morrison.
Yeah, the West Coast Express. They were good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good for the city at that time. All right, thanks, Shay. Number 2 says, you've both established yourself as premier athletes and played alongside other great athletes. What qualities do you think make someone a well-rounded athlete?
I'll take this one. I think having good character and work ethic is definitely the biggest part of it. If your work ethic's there, anything's possible. You don't have to have the most skill all the time, but if you got the work ethic and character, you're going to lead into the right spots and do the right things when the time comes.
Totally. I think people definitely feed off, like you said, that work ethic too. Other teammates see it. It's very contagious.
Definitely.
Number 3, to build off of the last question, we are noticing a lot of our younger athletes choosing to focus on just one sport early in their athletics. How important was it for you guys growing up to play multiple sports to aid in developing a variety of skills and attributes?
Yeah, I think it's key nowadays to find out, where you fit in and what you like. Growing up, I played a lot of hockey, but I also played golf and a little bit of baseball. So I think it's good to get that wide range of what you like to do and what you like to have fun at.
For sure, yeah. I agree. Okay, number 4. So we know that being a professional athlete means developing not only gameplay skills, but also interpersonal skills where you have to relate to others. So tell us how and what importance the ability of establishing relationships with your teammates, coaches, media personnel, and fans has on your impact as an individual.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think right from when we're young, we're thrown into a team atmosphere, whether it's, hockey or baseball or whatever sport it is. But when you get more into the professional side, it's important that, you bond with everyone. You're going to have different relationships with everyone. Everyone's a little different. So that's pretty important to help with team chemistry and, get to know your coaches and how they work and what they like. Definitely help down the road with your success.
Totally. Okay, we'll do our last one here for these athletic-based questions, and then we'll have some fun. So given the uncertainty of when our professional sports that you guys play are going to return to their natural environment, what recommendations could you give our students to stay healthy and in game shape when all of our training facilities and recreational centers have been closed?
I think there's lots of things to do. It's definitely tough not having the gyms or, those facilities open, but I actually had my sister ship my rollerblades down here to Vegas, so I've been rollerblading around quite a bit and,
Nice.
going for runs or, just playing those games that are social distancing, even whether it's tennis or, something where you're not touching a lot of things. And, I think there's just trying to stay busy overall outside.
Yeah, I think I know there's been a lot of difficult times through this whole process, but I would agree that it's probably opened some eyes for people about how they are spending their time outside of maybe their careers, and maybe opening some new options, like you said, like tennis courts. They're usually empty, but now you're seeing people out there, which is great. Okay, so thank you guys for all your thoughtful responses there. We're going to close off this interview portion with some fun rapid-fire answer-based questions, just to share a little more with our audience about who you guys are and some of your interests and hobbies. So feel free to both answer these next few, and you can just state the first thing that kind of pops into your head. Okay, so the first one says, who is your favorite sports player growing up?
Oof. Geez, I was big into goalies, and Patrick Waugh back in the day was kind of my idol. One point I was going to be a goalie, and my old man told me I better not be. I don't know if he didn't want to pay for the pads or what the deal was, but that Colorado Avalanche team back in like 2000s, early 2000s, where, I looked up to them a lot.
Yeah, and I can relate with that. I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to be a goalie too. And as a Canucks fan, Dan Cloutier, he was the guy. He was the guy back then. But like I said earlier, I think Marcus Naslund, he's my favorite player for sure.
Dan Cloutier, I haven't heard that name in a while, but he was a legendary Canucks goalie. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2, favorite sport other than hockey. So if you didn't play hockey in a day, what would be the next sport you would choose?
Golf, probably, for sure. That's an easy one. Love golf. But I love watching all sports, especially playoff sports. It's fun to tune in and watch it. I would play more sports if I could, but obviously hockey takes that away a bit. But yeah, definitely golf for me.
Nice.
Yeah, I think golf is the play. As hockey players, we're occupied for a good majority of the year. So when you get time off in the summer, it's always a fun game just to go out and play outside in that nice weather.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Number 3, what is your go-to meal before a competition?
Oh, that's easy. Pasta, chicken, pesto sauce, a little cheese on there. Maybe a salad too, but get your greens in you.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think I like the meals that we get on the road. For going out to a restaurant or something, like do a nice chicken parm. I'm a big chicken parm guy, and just some pasta and some healthy vegetables.
Awesome. Your guys' best rink to play in the NHL?
Well, I would say ours, 100% ours.
For sure, I think that's up there. I've taken in one game there, and it was pretty incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go ours, but if I can't pick ours, I would say Montreal is always pretty cool to go to. Montreal, Toronto is always fun because it's a big hockey town. So yeah, I would say those two. And I'm sure Shay will probably say Vancouver, but yeah.
I like obviously Vegas. I think it's the best rink in the league, but I always love playing at Madison Square Garden. There's something about it, the history there. Their fans are always pretty crazy, and it's always a fun atmosphere.
Awesome. Next one, a movie you could watch 1,000 times and never gets old.
I think the Batman series for me. I could watch those all day, every day. So that'd be mine.
You'd pick a series or one movie?
Sure, you can do a series too. That's fine. I would go with Harry Potter, but
just a wide range of movies.
Yeah.
I'll pick one movie. I think I've seen Step Brothers like 1,000 times, and it's too funny. And that's probably my one movie, but I'd probably go Harry Potter. We're picking a long series for the rest of our life to watch.
I like it. Next one, 2 more we have. So this one, you gotta choose your favorite. Which one would you use first? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or TikTok?
Twitter wasn't mentioned. I would probably say Instagram, then Twitter for me.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. Instagram's pretty big. There's a lot of information on Twitter. Lots of people tweet about stuff going on in the world, and that's always good to read. And I think if you want to kill a couple hours doing absolutely nothing, then maybe TikTok is just an endless zoom of everything. So that's a good time.
Okay, last one. Any middle school or high school memory that stands out for you still today?
Oh man, I think I went to Notre Dame. I don't know if you guys know where that is. Just leaving home at like 14, kind of just figuring things out when at a young age is probably the biggest thing that influenced me and helped me get where I am today.
I just think going to school down in Seattle when I moved down there for my first year in the Western Hockey League, at 16, that's the pretty big culture shock. Going from a smaller school outside of Vancouver to just a different situation down there, and the whole thing of meeting new people. You don't know a lot of people at the school. 21 guys on the team, and not everyone goes to school, so it was a good experience on just meeting new people and how to handle those situations.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys, for all your answers and joining us and bringing some excitement to our virtual athletic awards night. We appreciate your willingness to share the insight, messages, and guidance for our student athletes and their families. And we want to wish you good luck in the rest of your season when it does resume, as we will definitely be cheering for you guys. And all the best.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks, guys.
Great stuff right there. Thank you so much, Mr. Magic, for tracking those guys down. What a solid couple of guys. Beauties, if you will.
Real beauts.
Make sure you tune in tonight for the full interview. What a wonderful message for our youth.
And no kidding. Hey, speaking of, we're at that point in the show.
No.
Yeah.
Ready?
That's right. It's green, white, and gold with Brad and Brett, Mr. Dersh, Dirty Dersh himself.
You bet. I have been looking forward to this all year long.
Yeah, it's always such a great list of athletes. Let's see who are the movers and shakers of this year. Brad and Brett, how you guys doing over there?
Thanks, Dav Host. I'm here with Mr. Clifton here today to present our Color Awards for 2019-2020, and we're excited to do so. And so, congratulations in advance to all of our recipients. Just a reminder that our Color Awards are based on cumulative points throughout the year in athletics, and that's based on both LSAA sports that we offer in our school and across the city, but also we get points or accumulate points, or students can accumulate points rather, for clubs that we offer in the school as well. And clubs such as hockey, baseball, we have a badminton club, fitness club, wrestling, and the list goes on and on and on. Some of our LSAA sports we offer here, we start in September with our cross country and move into volleyball and then basketball and badminton. And unfortunately, we did not have a track and field this year due to COVID. and so that was unfortunate. So we took those points right off, and so we had to adjust our point system this year in relation to that. And so those that made the badminton team automatically received the 10 maximum points for making the team, since they weren't able to compete in any tournaments or events. But otherwise, points are given for simply making the team, and then things like skill, attitude, leadership, effort, sportsmanship, cooperation, and attendance. So essentially conducting themselves in the Wilson way and representing Wilson in an honorable way. And so without further ado, I think we're going to get into our list of recipients, Mr. Clifton.
Great, Mr. Fish.
And so we'll start with grade 6, and I'm going to turn it over to you.
So this year for grade 6, we did not have any green award winners. Moving to our white awards, we have Zoe Forsyth, Cassidy Harper, Callian Armstrong, and Jackson Krabs. So big congratulations to our white award recipients. For grade 6 gold awards, we had only one gold award winner this year, so big congratulations to Grady Johnson.
Moving on to our grade 7s and 8s for our color awards, and we'll start with our green awards. Congratulations to Brady Kozak, Caden Macklin, Sean Romero, Jada Hosgood, Ava Fletcher, Kira Eftoda, Cassidy Trechka, Charlize Lopez, Ali Monteith, Valerie Van Krieken, Nathan Hawkins, Andrew Hong, Hayden Forsyth, and last but not least, congratulations to Jacob Macbeth.
And for our white award recipients for grades 7 and 8, Tate Hansel, Liam Adserbal, Owen Maybe, Noor Salmi, Nevaeh Johnston, Phineas Crown, Easton Banda, Jackson Johnson, CJ Brown. Big congratulations to our white award recipients. And moving into our gold recipients, we have Chanel Mann, Brittany Stimson, Avery McDonald, Caitlin Robinson, Talha Navid, and Olivier Corey-Bicomie. Big congratulations.
Okay, so we have green, white, and gold medals here for you to pick up at the school. And so again, congratulations to each of you. Grade 6 recipients, color award recipients, you can come to the school on Monday, June 8th to collect your medal. And otherwise, if that does not work for you or your family, we can arrange for another time or to still be here for you in the fall. Grade 7s, if you're a color award recipient, you can come to the school on Tuesday, June 9th. And grade 8, if you're a color award recipient, you can come to the school on Wednesday, June 10th to collect your medal. And back over to you, Dav and Hall.
What a year for all those athletes. But wow, Olivia, Grady, Brittany, Avery, Caden, Talha, Chanel. Watch out for these groups that they have really come into their own this season.
You bet, Dav. They sure have. Very, very bright future for these young athletes. And by the looks of things, we've got quite the crop of young talent at Wilson knocking on the door, just waiting for their chance to shine.
What a good segue, actually, into our highlights of the year. Here are the top plays from 2019-2020. Take care, everybody.
Good night, folks.